So, okay. So, we just have seen that if we have an off pairing between two of algebras, then we can define a distributive law, and then we have a generalized Drinfeld double. So let's see an example. Let A be of algebras. And we can consider the restricted dual A circ of A. So you have seen this during the exercise session, so see the exercise, the sheet, I think it's 8. So I recall that A is a subspace of the linear dual of, so the restricted dual is a subspace of the linear dual of A. So then, and we can consider B is the restricted dual COP. So what does it mean? B is as algebra B is the restricted dual, but we take the opposite coproduct. Delta B, delta A0. So it is tau A0, delta A0, epsilon B 0, et SB, it is the inverse of okay. So then you can check that the evaluation so B so if I have F, I just evaluate F, a form at the element A, it is a off pairing and what do we have? And the Drinfeld double of A is just D of A is the generalized double of A0. So A with this A0 cup. So we have an off algebra. Okay, so this is an example, the Drinfeld double. But the motivation to construct the Drinfeld double is to produce R matrices. And so I need to explain. Okay. So we consider a off pairing as before. And we assume that phi is a non-degenerate. So when we define a Frobenius algebra, I define the notion of a non-degenerate paring. So I recall that this means that there is a morphism, let's call it, I don't know, phi B. Lead from K to A tensor B such that, what do we have? Omega B A. This is equal to the identity of B and plug B. A, this is the identity of A. And such a map is unique. Okay, so now we assume that a remark, this, so this implies that B is isomorphic to A. So implies that A and B are finite dimensional. We have already seen this. If you have a non-degenerate pairing, the vector space are finite dimensional, and B is isomorphic to so the restricted dual is just the dual here to A star cup as algebras. So in this case, more or less, there is only one case to consider B to be A star cup. And so we denote so what?
Just as algebra.
As Hopf algebra. And so we denote B like this. So here, for this, and so the notation. And so what are the action are this one and this one. This action, of course, I can write this. So, and the main thing is that then maybe we work a lot, so I can put it as theorems and the Hopf algebra d phi AB is quasi-triangular with R matrix R. So it is defined like this. So So I recall this is just a tensor so we have this. So we have A, B, A, B. And so we have constructed quasi-triangular of algebra starting with a non-degenerate pairing. And so, okay, so I will see an example. Let us check quickly check that it is indeed an R matrix.
Sorry, can I ask, the fact that in the case that phi is non-degenerate, it means that they are isomorphic, does it mean that it's the same as not degenerate, like the generalized Greenfield tuples for this case are just the normal Greenfield tuples?
Yeah, it is isomorphic.
Right.
So in this case, I will come back on the case of this case. So in this case, actually there is one up to isomorphism. We only obtain one.
So there are just Greenfield doubles and no generalized Greenfield doubles.
So it is the same because all the generalized Drinfeld double using a non-degenerate pairing are isomorphic to the usual Drinfeld double. As quasi-triangular of algebras, actually. That's why for finite dimensional of algebra, we just use one double and not several. Okay. Okay, let us. So we need for to check this. Is 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let us check. So what do we have? 1, 3, 2, 3. It is equal to four. Well, again, I forget the color. So I have the first R matrix, the second R matrix, and then this is the first position, and this is in second position, and I multiply these two. I should multiply these two. Okay. Now I can use that this is a distributive law, so what I get is this. Okay. So I recall using this. Okay. I use that. We obtain this. Now, if I compute So what is it? I take the R, and then I use the coproduct. No, sorry. Okay, I use the coproduct on the first. Now I use that the coproduct is unitary. So this is equal to So what do we have to check? So we need to check that is equal to this. And if we check this, we have the equality. Okay, so let us check this. So, what do we have? We have that the coproduct of A and product of B are related as follows. Is equal to this. So this is B, B, A, B, B, A. Now what can I do? So this implies that B, BA is equal to B. Okay? Now I can plug so the inverse of the pairing. So we have this equality, but I can plug the inverses like this. And again like this. Okay? So this equality implies this equality. And now using the pairing, what do we have? So this means that this is equal to exactly what we want. So it is the same. So here you have the product and that's what we wanted. Okay. And I leave you as an exercise to prove that the other action. And especially that the R matrix is compatible with the coproduct. Okay. So we have donc, in particular, donc, so now in this example, we consider let A be a finite dimensional of algebra. Then phi then V so is of algebra. I recall that in this case, the restricted dual is just the dual. And we have that phi from V is, we have seen that it is an off pairing, but it is a non-degenerate. Because A is finite dimensional. And so the Drinfeld double D of A
So phi is the evaluation.
sorry?
Here phi is the evaluation.
Yeah. The evaluation is non-degenerate between finite dimensional vector spaces. A finite dimensional, so the difference of dA it is A times A star cop is a quasi-triangular of algebra. So I recall, so no, I can put all together. So with product, so B is A star cop, I wrote it in green, and A in white. A, B, A, B, A, B, so this is a product of the Drinfeld double. Yes, sorry. It's product unit so coproduct so co-unit antipode and R matrix okay, so this is a of algebra structure of the Drinfeld double of a finite dimensional of algebra A. And so we produce so in particular, if M is a D of A module, CMM So I call this is R. Now we have the definition of R. So what is it? It is just so what do? We use so here we have the action. But you can see this is just equal to this. And so from n to n. So it's a solution of the Young-Baxter equation. Okay. So let us see some example. So example. Maybe we will see the double of the a group algebra. Quickly. We consider let G be a finite group, and we consider what the group we apply this construction to So you have seen in the exercise session that A star is f of G, the algebra, the of algebra of function on G. So recall. So if I take an element G, we define EG from G to K H. It is 1 if G are equal to H. Okay. Then is a basis of f of G, which is dual to the basis of Kg. And so, how do we compute? So by definition, so what is the product of two basis elements? So how do we compute this? EG, EH with some group element K. It is by definition EG times EH delta K. I pick GHK in the group. Delta K, the coproduct, just K tensor K. So it is EG K EH of K. Delta GK delta HK. And this is delta GH EG of K. And so this proves that this basis element multiplies as follows. And again, we have that, but probably you have seen this in the exercise session, that the coproduct for the FG is just defined as follows. So sum for x, y, in G, the product is G, F. And we have this formula. Okay. Now, we denote by d dot g's, d of kg, be the Drinfeld double. Of the group algebra. So, we want to compute, to describe this. So d, it is equal to k of g, f of g, as vector spaces. Thus, G, say A tensor EG, AG is in G, is the basis of D of G. So we want to compute now the product on the basis element. So we want to compute, if I take G and B in G, we want to compute, so we have the distributive law is given like this. It is from B tensor A tensor. So it is here from F, G, cop, KG. Kg times F G cop. So we want on EG times B. So by definition, it is here we put EG, here we put B, we have a plus. Now, delta up 3 of EG is the sum for x, y, z, g. X, y, z is equal to g. So we take the opposite, so it is EZ, EY, EX. And S of EZ is EZ inverse. So this implies that, what is it? It is some x, y, z in G, x, y, z is G. So what do we have? We have EZ, EY, EZ. And delta 3 of V is just B, tensor B, tensor B. We have B, 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 and so. And now we okay. So this is equal to sum x, y, z, x, y, z equal G. So delta, sorry, there is x. Z inverse. Delta Z inverse B. Delta X B. B times EY. And so it is equal to, so B Z Y is X inverse G Z inverse. X inverse is B inverse GB. So it is equal to what we found, B O times E B inverse GB. Okay, and finally we can give the product. Then, as an algebra, the product is then for A, B, G, H, E, G, A tensor BG times B tensor EH. So is equal to what? By definition is we take the distribution law and then we multiply. So it is AB E B inverse GB EH. And now we know how to multiply two basis elements of E of G. So it's delta H B inverse GB AB EH. So this is how two basis elements multiply. And now the coproduct is easy. Just is some X, Y, E, G, X, Y. We just take the composite product, so it is A tensor EY tensor A tensor EX. And S of R times G, it is A inverse tensor EG inverse. And now, finally, we have that the inverse of the evaluation because we have dual bases is the sum for G of G then the R matrix of dg is R. So I call that R is this. So it is R sum from G in G. So we have G answer the unit of Fg. Answer the unit of Kg. Answer G. And recall. So the unit of Kg is just the unit of G. Huh? And the unit of Fg, what is it? Do you know? Recall that we have Eg, EH is delta GH, EG. So this gives that the unit of Fg is the sum of the EH. So this is the sum EH. And so this is equal. So the R matrix using this, the sum from G H in G. So G answer EH, answer 1, answer EG. And here you have an explicit quasi-triangular of algebra. Okay. So next time we will apply this to your UQSL2, the quantum group UQSL2 to derive explicit solution of the Yang-Baxter. Okay. And after that, we will begin to see what happened in dimension 3. We will construct quantum invariant of 3 manifolds.